with another live. All right, guys, I'm Enchantress, and on this channel, we go live every single day. On Sundays, it's Angel Messages. Mondays, Mystery Monday, and Tuesday is open mic for yes or no questions, which is today. So please subscribe so that you can join us on these lives and get notified. Donations are gladly accepted here. To help us grow, we ask that you like, comment, share. Guys, if you have not, slam the ding subscribe button, okay? Like-minded souls are welcome here. And we are doing live yes or no questions this morning. Members and mods are always welcome for yes or no questions, okay? With a little explanation with it, all right? We always give a little bit of explanation. Aloha. Hi, Forrest. Love you too, Sujatha. All right, guys, so we got live yes or no questions. We're going to knock these out of the way. If you have a live yes or no question, you can go ahead and post it now. Thank you, Forrest. Hi, Jim. All right, guys, it's open mic, but I am going to shoot some downloads out as well. I just feel like that somebody may have been meant for somebody, but something was meant to be, but I feel like somebody fumbled it. I said this the other day in a live that somebody fumbled a soulmate, you know, by wearing a mask the whole time. So somebody was wearing a mask in a connection, or they're refusing to take the mask off, okay? So they're refusing to take this mask off, whomever this is. It could have gotten to the point of marriage, or it should have, or it was supposed to, all right? But because somebody has this mask on, it did never get to this energy here. And it was supposed to be like a power couple here with great fortune on the board, but it didn't get here because somebody was wearing a mask. Somebody was wearing a false mask. Okay, I'm gonna see. Sujatha. These cards want to talk, Sujatha. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to be honest with you. The cards want to flip. They want to tell more about the story, but I don't think that he's going to do it. I think there's going to be conflict and some disagreements. And I think that it's some sneakiness going on. And I don't know how well your brother-in-law treats your sister, but I do see some abuse. Now, I'm not sure if it's physical or mental, but there's some sort of abuse there. And I got a flat out no. And I even tried to like flip it again, but it wants to tell me other things. It says somebody is very greedy and they lack commitment. They're very greedy, whomever this person is. Page of Pentacles reversed. But later on, they may come to some type of agreement, but not right now. Later on, they may agree to disagree. Yes. I see later on he may try to come back in and like agree to disagree, but he's very greedy, and I see the abuse. Like he's not, it's mental, it could be mental abuse or physical, I'm not sure, but definitely see some things here that would raise flags. All right, so I couldn't take that as a yes. Wow. Okay, Sujatha. I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Will Kenny meet a soulmate this year? I feel like, I'm going to say, I feel like I'm feeling confident that you're going to make some type of breakthrough in something. And it could be a new way of thinking, or, you know, your mind or something could become sharper and it could pull something in here. But by communicating, by leading, that's when you'll pull in a soulmate. Ambitious by being ambitious and by being original and leading. All right, I'm just going to go back into these messages until we get some more questions, okay? So until we get some more questions, I'm going to go back into this. So there could have been a marriage or some type of connection, or something was supposed to lead to marriage. This was supposed to work. You guys were supposed to be like a power couple. But because somebody didn't take off the blinders or make the necessary changes in the connection, they fumbled this connection. But it was supposed to be like a power couple. This was supposed to go somewhere, whatever connection or whomever this is. Hey, Dawn. Welcome to the live this morning. Are you asking that as a question? Or are you looking at what's on the board? But something was definitely supposed to work here. And it was supposed to be great. Like great fortune is on the board. But something happened. Somebody or other people could have interfered. Okay. Other people could have interfered or something like that. But it was supposed to work. All right. Give me something on this marriage and false person here, connection here. There could be false people around. Yeah, it's causing somebody to reevaluate, or somebody is trying to disconnect from the union. Somebody is contemplating disconnecting from this union. And it could be because somebody is just feeling they're losing hope in a connection. There's inner turmoil here because of whatever has taken place. Like I said, it could be the actual person for some of you that has not taken these blinders or this false mask off, or there could be outside influences that's either prohibiting this marriage or interfering in it. All right, for some of you, it is an emergency because I just saw 9/11, okay? So something is at an emergency point. Because you probably are dreaming about the person life with Tony, because they are in the midst of confusion. And this could be a choice and you could be involved. This person could be pulling on your energy a bit, or you are pulling on theirs, but it's causing indecision. indecision. It's causing indecisiveness with this person. They have thought about it, but it's an information overload for them. They haven't made a decision yet. Yep, Dawn, you might want to get you some rest, because that's not gonna help the situation. It's gonna make you more tense and possibly more irritated. Yeah, something definitely was supposed to be like a 10 of Pentacles here. Something was supposed to be a 10 of Pentacles. What got in the way? What's this false person that got in the way? Yeah, so people, I feel like if there was somebody that got in the way of it, this was so that things could end. So there's somebody who's interfering so that something could end in a connection here. There's somebody in the way that's causing this ending. Now, for the person who has not changed or doesn't want to make necessary changes for this connection, what's going on with them? So for the person who doesn't want to change in a connection, we clearly know what's going on with them. 7 of Swords. There is some betrayal here, some deception. Somebody thinks they're getting away with something now, but they're acting very strategically, and they're a trickster right now. Okay, so that's the person who has on the false mask. But there's people who are interfering, and those who are interfering are just trying to bring an end to this connection. Now, if the connection has already ended, it was meant to be. It was meant to be. This was supposed to be a power couple, all right? Tell me more about this power couple here on the board, this marriage or this connection. It was supposed to last. Yeah, even if something happened, somebody was supposed to forgive and keep going, forgive and learn from your mistakes. But somebody could be resisting change or resisting coming back towards a connection. So somebody may be going the wrong direction and freeing themselves from a connection. Some of you can save the connection by having a heart-to-heart conversation. Yeah, so for some of you, a reconciliation may not be possible here. It's just not going to happen. Not right now. Now, I can't say for later, but right now it's not. Somebody needs to focus on their career and finances while they wait this one out. Any more yes or no questions? Okay, I'm going to just take these ones that are that I don't really know you, but I'm gonna have to call the people out. Amy, I don't know who you are, but you have to interact with this channel if you want the perks of it. I'm gonna answer your question today, but you need to interact with the channel. That means you comment, you know, you can donate, you can comment for the perks, okay? But just so you know. That's kind of like a funky kind of question, because I'm just going to ask, will you get more money soon? Because the will I be rich and all that stuff. That's something that's, it's just not, it just doesn't come like that, but everybody's different. All right, so let me just ask, will you get money soon? Wait a second, card fell. Will you receive money soon, Amy? Will you get money soon? I'm going to say that you could be blocking your own success, all right? If you are in this energy that I see, you could be blocking your own success, all right? So there could be some aspect of your personality that you may need to change in order to open up the doorway for success to come in. So that could be your problem. Life with Tony, that is a question that is basically for you. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, there could be some obstacles that are going to come, you know, there's some obstacles that you pretty much have to fight through if you see yourself trying to reconnect with a past person. There's some obstacles towards this goal. There's some things that have to be done. Again, somebody else just asked a question similar, and I told them that they have to become this natural leader. And I feel the same thing for you. You have to see the big picture. You have to overcome these challenges. And you might want to be career focused at this time. It's also talking about with you, it's two different things. Something with your emotions. Something has to get intact with your emotions. You have to be a supportive leader. Something needs to be balanced out. This could be something that you did not realize that you did not do before. So they need to see these things. They want to see a leader, but they also want to see somebody who's emotionally balanced and compassionate and has a little bit more control, or a supportive leader. Like, you can lead, but you need to be supportive to the other person as well, in maybe a different kind of way. Or these roles could be reversed if it's not you. But you're going to get some type of opportunity for some type of romantic new beginning. And I am getting, after these kinks and obstacles are removed, you know, you have to follow your heart. So that's the advice here. Follow your heart, Life with Tony. But in the meantime, we have to do the work and prepare and remove obstacles that come our way. All right, so we already know when we are going through things, Patty, you know, we lose the joy. So the advice for you is to get out of that energy, okay? Don't give up. Don't give up hope. Don't put that in your soul and in your body. You have to stay hopeful and stay happy even within. You're not going the way you want them to. You still must remain in a place. Don't lose hope. That's all I can tell you. Don't lose hope. There could be some travel that you may need to do. But don't lose hope. Don't get into the point of, like, I'm just dissatisfied with everything right now. Don't get like that. They're telling you not to lose hope. And there could be some travel for you. Remember, guys, if I'm answering your questions today, I may not do it next time. If I don't see you in the lives or interacting with the channel or commenting after the lives, like, hey, I was here, you know, that resonated, that didn't resonate. If I don't see you, then it's not reciprocity. But I'm going to do it today. But just know that you need to put your side of the work in, okay? I kind of feel like there may be some unfinished business with you guys. What is this? Certified 777. Allie? There could be some unfinished business here, but somebody is carrying some emotional baggage. I don't see a relationship right now because somebody may be being not, they lack accountability, or they could be being dishonest. But somebody's going to come back around because there's unfinished business with you two. I'm not sure if that's going to turn into a relationship, but I do see somebody doubling back in. So they're going to come around you for something. Or they are around you for something. The card fell. But so there's one or two scenarios here because I don't know if it was upright or in the reverse. I'm going to say I don't think he wants to be at that job, possibly because I got the 5 of Cups. He's in regret about something. You know, he feels like he's lost something. He's very disappointed in something. But this card is also instability. So I kind of get no. And I kind of get overexertion and strife, okay, with the 5 of Cups. He could want freedom. Even if it was in the reverse, that's still acceptance and moving on, that he wants to find peace. So I'm going to say I don't think he's going to stick and stay with that job. You know what, Jim? Stop. The card don't always. The card doesn't always. You said the card always falls. When is your turn? Okay, so that could be energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That could be just energy. Like, you could be eager to know, but either up or down, it's still the same message for me with that situation. All right, back to the marriage on the board, guys, and the false person. So I gave you the 2 scenarios of why this did not go the way, you know, it was supposed to go. Or there's somebody struggling in a connection now. The reason why it didn't work is because of an interference or because somebody was wearing a mask the whole time. So those are the 2 scenarios. You know, will this marriage come back together? If you're apart, will this marriage come back together? I'm going to say that it's a possibility, but this person will not leave another option alone. So those of you who somebody interfered in the connection, they are not going to leave this other person alone. They're not. It's always going to be a 3 of Swords. And if it's not them, it's going to be someone else. They're always going to keep their options open, even if they come back together with you. They'll hold on to you as well, but they are always going to be in this King of Swords reversed energy, okay? You know, callous, some type of inner truce, or they have a lost for emotional control here, and manipulation is with the King of Swords reversed. So they're never going to change that. They're never going to change that. This person is not going to change. They're always going to keep a Two of Cups in the hole. And with the Two of Cups, we have this deception here. So they may love you, but they're going to be deceiving you at the same time. So that's the one scenario, the person that lets the other people interfere. Now, the scenario of, no, yeah, no, that's the person who will not change. Yeah, that's the person who's wearing the false mask. Now, the people who've interfered in your connection. What's the outcome for the people who interfered in your connection? If this is family or something like that, you're always going to be like in a panic or frustrated about something because there's other people interfering in your connection. It's going to cause delays between you two in solving these problems. There's a false person around you. Yep. There's the false person around you. This person is very deceptive and they feel like they're getting away with it. Whatever they're doing it strategic. It could be to start arguments. Some people blow things in the other person's ear. Like, I don't know why she acting like that. She always acts like that. Like when you're not looking, even if it's a kid, even if it's a mother, even if it's a sister or brother, they blow in this person's ear like, they always act like that. I'm used to it. You know, say comments like that so that other people can get triggered, okay? So that is somebody who's secretly, that's deceptive energy. When people do that, that's deceptive. That's to cause more friction. And some people are so idiotic, they don't even realize that that's what that's doing. You're planting seeds in other people's head for them to get triggered. And then it causes commotion and chaos and arguments. If somebody is like that around you in your energy and they're around your connection with somebody, they need to be removed from your connections because it's going to always be there and always cause friction and problems. All right. So what's the advice here? What's the advice for this connection that's on the board? Okay, so if you are married and committed, okay, you already know that, you know, forgiveness when we see the Hierophant. So sometimes we have to forgive. If it's a marriage, you know, that is a legal binding agreement. That's why it has to go to courts to be undone because, you know, it's legal and it's bonded. That's what the Hierophant is, a bond. So the Hierophant is telling me that forgiveness is necessary. Sometimes people have to have mercy, you know, and wisdom and trust for a connection to thrive. So I'm team marriage. If you're married to somebody, you have to give it a try. You have to give it your best shot because this was supposed to be built to last. When you go into a binding agreement with somebody, this type of connection, it is built, it's supposed to be for the long haul. I will never tell somebody to leave their marriage unless somebody is getting their brains beat out. Then you need to get out of there ASAP. If that's not happening and you guys could come together and try to have some type of proper communication, I'm never going to tell somebody to abandon their marriage. Even if somebody cheated, I've talked to people who've been married for 60 years. And the wife told me one time she followed the husband and he went right to a woman's house. She went right up to the door, knocked on the door and told the woman, hey, you know, this is a married man. I know where you live now. You know, you might want to discontinue this connection. It stops now. She didn't get violent, but she told her husband, you need to come on and let's go. She took him home. He never went back to that house again, and they stayed married, okay? So that's up to you and your heart, but you have to be strong enough. If you're weak and you take this person back after they cheated and you're going to keep throwing up in their face, you know, then you are not supposed to subject yourself to that. If you cannot get over it, if you cannot bring that forgiveness from the heart, you don't need to be with that person anymore. It's been damaged. If it's a serial cheater, if this is a serial cheater and this has been going on, then you have to know your self-worth. And if you don't recognize who you are, you will never leave the marriage, you will never leave the connection, and you will never grow. In order to grow, in order to free yourself, you have to love yourself a little more. That, do you think you deserve this type of treatment? Ask yourself that. Do you deserve a serial cheater? Somebody cheating on you every week that could possibly bring you something home that you won't be able to get rid of? If you think you deserve that, then stay. Stand your ground, Dawn. Stand your ground. This person has to feel like they're losing you in order to get right. Okay? Stand your ground. Because this is not right. That's not right. Even if you want to go back, stand your ground. You know, you have to stand your ground and you have to say, I'm worth more than what you were giving me. I'm worth more than what you were giving me. There's some healing that needs to take place, Babby 777. There's some healing that needs to take place first. All right, there's some area in your life that needs to heal. And when we say that, it might not be mentally. It could be financially. An area of your life needs to be looked at. It needs to be healed. And then love will come. It can be any area. Once you heal that, then it will come. Something definitely needs to be healed. All right. It could be insecurities. It could be self-trust. It could be trust issues. Because you can't open yourself up if you have trust issues to someone that wants to come in. Even if they if they look over at you and you look like, oh boy, oh boy, or anything like that, any type of doubts, you're not going to get that to come in towards you. You have to be completely healed. And if you do, you're going to get an energy that you don't want. All right, so back to this connection, guys. Let's get an outcome here for this connection. What's the outcome going to be for the connection that's on the board? Yeah, some of you will get a reconciliation. Some of you will get this reconciliation, okay? Some of you will get a reconciliation. All right, Maya. Will you and the Virgo get back together? Not right now. I don't see it right now. Things could change, but not right now. Well, I wouldn't say that, Ricky, but I mean, you can speak to people, but you know what boundaries to cross and what boundaries not to cross. I mean, sometimes when you do speak to people, they automatically think you're attracted to them. When I do speak to people, or if I'm talking to a masculine, that person that's dedicated to their person, they always say, well, my wife, this, like, they don't want me to think that they're coming at me in a sexual way. So they could say something to me, and then later on in the conversation, they go, well, my wife, and I will do this, and then they let you know. So that's how you do it. Or my person, you have to clarify that in the beginning. We don't wait for anything from anybody. We keep moving. We do what we need to do for ourselves. We love ourselves first. Will Dana get into a committed relationship with the Pisces? I do feel like there's some going to be some delays or waiting period for this connection to come into full bloom in a relationship, in a committed relationship. But I do feel like if there is tension or you guys are not communicating properly, because I am getting communication is a little off. If there's an imbalance in this connection, then I do feel like there's going to be a parting of ways. I had this, Sarah, I did this live last night on who's returning, like, well, it was the Zodiac signs. And it was who is coming in during the retrograde. And I favored it that people that are coming towards you are, they're going towards karmics. If you don't see yourself as a karmic, then I don't think that, that it's going to happen during this retrograde. I definitely feel like this retrograde is specifically for karmics or third parties. I do. Because either they're going to close the cycle out or they're going to remain in a negative energy. And if anybody is going towards a karmic, it means their vibrations are low. They're in a negative energy, and that's who they're going towards. They can't come towards you if you're in an upright position, because you're not going to tolerate what the other person will tolerate. I got that this retrograde is specifically for karmics. So if somebody does not come towards you during this retrograde, and they could just tap in. You could get a tap in energy, but once they see or feel that you're not in that toxic type of behavior, they're going to go away from you anyways. And if you don't get a person that comes back towards you, you should be happy. You should be saying that I'm not in a toxic energy. But I'm still going to ask Sarah for you. I got a reversal. So I'm going to say there's a burnout here, but somebody could be in deep contemplation, but there's some stagnation here. So there's some stress. So I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. From what I got and from the way I've been doing things, I feel like that there's karmics. They're going towards negative energy. If anybody showed any signs of bad behavior, not doing the right thing, or not wanting to change, or not taking accountability, even if you're around this person, they're going to go towards someone who is in the same vibrations as them. Okay, Jim? See? That's how it goes. They'll show up for a short period of time, but then they will leave. So even if they come around you, even if it's conversation, even if it's quick sex, if you indulge, but they know you're not really going for something, they're not going to stick around. They're not going to be able to. They have to go find an energy that's like theirs. Because it's a retrograde, if they know anybody that's in a low vibrational energy, that's who they're going to go to. Yeah, and there's a lot of people in chaos, in chaotic energy right now. All right, there is. I'm gonna try to do horoscopes today, guys. So I'm gonna try to do horoscopes today for all the zodiac signs. Okay, so look for that. Look for your zodiac sign when these pop up. For all the zodiac signs, I'm going to do horoscopes on a daily basis. That might give you some insight too on what's going on. You know what this means right here, Nakar? This is outside influences that are messing with their connection. Nakar is outside influences. So that's the problem with some of you and some of your connections here, but I do see a reconciliation for somebody. It could be after the retrograde. Give me one card for after the retrograde for those concerned about a connection. See? Next thing you know, they're back working with you again after the retrograde, okay? Somebody is going to return after the retrograde. Spirit, please and thank you. What's going to happen in love for those waiting for their person after the retrograde? Somebody's still going to be worried. I feel like you're still going to have some stresses after the retrograde. I feel like some will stay with that toxic energy. Some. Not all, but there's people here on the board that are definitely going to tap in and out of negative energy, even if they have you with them. Now, we don't know who that applies to yet, but it's definitely here. Will your Virgo come back? I do feel like they'll return. Pamela, I do feel like they'll return. Yeah, I do feel like they will return. All right, give me the card of the day for the collective. Give me the card of the day for the collective. Don't wait for anybody, guys. Don't wait for anybody. The card of the day is the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So that's a good energy, guys. Do not wait on anybody. You continue to work on yourself and heal yourself. Get into something. Start doing crafting. Go get some books. You have to stay out of that energy. Get that energy out of your head. Once you're waiting, you're slowing everything down. You cause delays sometimes yourself because we get into a stagnant thought pattern and you're just waiting, and nothing evolves, nothing revolves. So you have to get out of that energy and start doing something else, and you'll see things start moving around you, whether it's this person coming back around or not. Jim, the only way you can do that is if you got to start making moves. You got to start making the necessary moves, but I'm going to tell you, it's like you're in a jail cell, because when we continue to entertain something negative that is going on in our lives, it's going to stay there. You're going to stay stagnant. We need to ask new questions. How can I get out of this connection? What do I need to do for me? We can't be worrying about somebody else's actions who have proved to us on multiple occasions that there is no change and no sense of responsibility. We have to start making things different, okay? If we want something to be different, we are in charge of our lives. Yeah, we are. Give me one angel message for the collective here. Heart chakra, see? Needs to be in check. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving these answers. It's in your heart. You know in your heart what you need to do. You know. Keep going. Keep going. If something is meant to be, it will not pass you by. You have to keep going, though. Do not get in a stuck energy of is this person going to change? Are they going to change? A year goes by. 2 years go by. You're getting older. You're getting older. You're getting older. Next thing you know, 5, 10 years go by. And some masculines, and some feminists too, they will dog you till you are not in the dating realm anymore. They suck all your energy out of you till you have no more fight to go back into the dating world. They take everything from you energetic wise. And then you're sitting there like, wow, if I had just made a decision earlier on to get out of this connection so I can go be with somebody else that may care about me or may love me more. Don't get sucked into that. Don't get sucked into you're in a point where you're like, I'm not even in the dating field anymore. I can't even get back out there. I let this person suck me dry. Dana, will the karmic find out about you? There's a possibility. Tiana? Wasn't Tiana just talking about something? Tiana, if you got a question, go ahead and drop it because I'm going to end the live. I have to. So if you got a question, drop it, Tiana. For the rest of you, I'm going to throw up some Zodiacs today. So look forward to that. I'm going to put up some, I should have done it early. It should be early, but I'll have them up before 12 o'clock, possibly today. It's going to be in the shorts. Like, I think I'm going to do 3 minutes, possibly, if I need to. Let's go, let's go, let's go, Tiana. If you have a question, I'm waiting. I don't want you to miss out. Okay. Whatever wherever it's coming from, bad choices. Somebody is making bad choices or they're indecisive about something. Somebody could be holding back. Somebody has made some bad choices. And I don't think it's coming from a feminine. I think it's coming from a masculine. What day was your niece born? Give me just the day. The day your niece was born, Tiana. The number, I need the day. It's her. Yeah, it's her. That's all I needed to know. It's her. It's her, yeah. And it's because I don't think it's anything too bad. It has something to do with her maybe not feeling protected or not feeling stable. It's her though. But you got something special on your hands with her. Don't be too hard because she is a natural born leader and she's going to be able to do a lot. Okay? If she's harnessed in the right way. If she goes towards the negative, then this is a force to be reckoned with as well. But if she stays on the clear path, she is going to be one not to mess with, okay? She's going to bring in a lot of success. Just saying, Tiana. All right, guys, I don't like getting too far deep into stuff because, you know, that's somebody you want to rock with, Tiana. That's somebody you want to rock with. I'm telling you, she's going to get the ball rolling if she's harnessed in the right energy. Yeah, that's somebody that can be on top. I tell you that now. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. So don't be so hard. You know, she just doesn't. She needs to feel safe. She needs to feel safe. She needs to feel stable and secure. And that's the problem. She's scared about her stability. But once she gets that stability under control, she is going to be like a rock. You will never be able to move it. Trust what I tell you. All right. That's all I have, guys. I love you all. Enchanted Nemesis Tarot. Please like, comment, share, guys. If you have not, slam the ding subscribe button. Stay with us, guys, for all the perks of the channel. You have to interact with the channel because next time I won't do it. You need to comment after the lies. Push the channel, child. What child? Push the channel so the channel can grow. Listen, I make a lot of mistakes during Mercury retrograde when I'm talking, a lot. So I fumble over words, all kinds of stuff, and the lives usually conk out. That's why I don't want to be on here too long, okay? Because I don't want something to happen with a call or sound or something. So understand that it's because of Mercury retrograde. I may be doing 30-minute lives. I don't know. But I love you all, guys. Thank you for coming on and spending time with me, okay? I really appreciate it. Just give back reciprocity to the channel, okay? So comment after the lives. Let me know you were here and what you think about the lives, guys. If we can do anything better, let us know too. Let us know. I'm not afraid of a little bit of, criticism. Let me know if you think I could have done something better. I love you all. Bye for now. Enchanted Nemesis Tarot. 555 on the board, guys. Bye.